lot of us leaders had this fear space, and within that fear space, it sort of manifested our own egoic agendas and our own pushes, right? And we forgot that we have to find each other and work together. And we're all talking that now. We've sort of relaxed into, okay, we're still here, we're still alive. And we have a lot more power than we had 2 years ago, at least perceptively, right? So we're finding each other. So that really is what Liberties Horizon was intended, to bring us all together and to find each other. We're not alone, empower ourselves in knowing that, and rising above our own agendas and our own egoic path, even if we don't necessarily agree with everything that we're expressing. And that's a powerful point. I've spoken to many of you in this room before this event and in the event, and we don't necessarily see perfectly eye to eye, but damn, we're still here in this room right now.
It's a couple swear words I don't really get.
Yes.
That's one of them.
So we're here, that's the point. And I feel the transcendence of our egos. Do you feel this? Is it just me?
Great.
Palpable, thank you.
And the proposal is?
She's working me. So I had a vision of a National Leadership Council Association, a private association that we outfit in each state. This is just what came through me. And it's particularly about the freedom movement, the particular leg of helping people through educational elements, see the clearer vision of how the system is structured and the myriad of different ways, the bridgeways out of Babylon or the bridgeways out of the matrix. And within this, each council has 7, 8, 10 like leaders. There's delegate, there's the word. There's a delegate of each like segment of society, whether it be banking, education, food, media, technology. So we decide, we talk about what this looks like, all right? I'm not attached to any of this, it's just what comes through me. And each delegate is responsible for one of those legs of society that's oriented towards understanding the deeper side of the freedom aspect of what we're talking about here at Liberties Horizon, so the private society movement. And the idea of this is, I haven't seen anything like that formulate. There's all kinds of national groups with chapters, and what I haven't seen is anything that's specifically dedicated to this particular leg of the movement. So I wanted to propose a National Leadership Council Association that has that particular vision and get feedback of how you feel, like how are you feeling in that? And many of you, either in this room or somebody outside of this room you're attached to, have technologies, have organizations that it would make sense for us to merge that together somehow, some way. There needs to be, I feel, some force in each region, each area, each state, whatever we want to call it, that houses this technology, if you will, to help other people that are waking up to find their way to a local place where they can get the support they need. Because a lot of this is sitting down with somebody and going, let me help you through this. Let me help you through this. So that's what was coming through me, and I wanted to lay this out as an idea and a proposal.
And let's riff on it, because I don't know about you guys, but as someone who's been endeavoring in resiliency and evolution and social architecture throughout my life, this is not a new idea, right? However, it is a new day. It's a new time. And the notion of, might we organize in regions, across sectors of society, the guild model, many of us are familiar with, in guilds, where then there's regionally based leaders that are proposing solutions, and then they come together. It's not a new idea. And for anyone who's been with any of these big whole system solutions, we know that it actually takes a lot to do something like that. it takes a lot of time for people to be contributing and showing up regularly for their local space, let alone then representing and doing something kind of nationally or something like that. Right, so we've already kind of spitballed and pushed back and forth some various ideas around it, but the truth is, so I'm naming that because the idea is, let's just talk candidly about it. We've already kind of processed some of the objections, and we just kind of want to hot test what's real here. And also know that there are a variety of people in the rooms, that are probably holding this and building some technology for it. Yeah? So, if we could just talk candidly, I've got my eyes on a couple of people, but some of the questions that come up for me is that, are we ready for some of that? Is one of the questions that I really pose with Michael. It's like, of course you see that vision. Is that, many people have seen that kind of thing. We need to do this and at this kind of, are we ready for that?
Of course.
What are we ready for? What is kind of a good, doable, workable thing to be focusing on together, both in our own activity and then broader together? Yeah. What's real about any of that? Great, there's a